Hello friends, and welcome to Fountain of Hope Show. My name is Chris Basalirwa, and it's big pleasure for me to have you on this show as we discuss the possibility. Is it possible that you can befriend someone who has so many problems because you feel sympathetic to them? We shall find out whether that is possible, and if it is, I just pray that you will take time to think about what we are going to share even on this show. And dear friend, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do. And when you do, please also like and also make some comments so that we can know what you think about the program, and that will help us even in the future production of other shows right here on this Rhyme Ministries channel. And in Proverbs chapter 19 verse 20, scripture says, "Listen to advice and accept instruction, and in the end you'll be wise." So what we are doing in this show is just to share with you some advice, some information, which if you take, it can easily make you clever. It can easily make you wise in terms of relationships, because some of us have seen many things, and so we can share from a point of experience and practice, because we've gone through several things. One time I was in our local church. I was working closely with people that were needy, and some of these people came from other countries, people who had crises, and so we would interview them and then categorize them and offer them support depending on what their needs were. And one day a lady came, and her leg was really bad. Yeah, she had this very terrible wound. You would imagine that wound was actually, you could see the bone. Yeah, the bone on the leg. And I just felt pity for her. We interviewed her anyway, and we agreed with her that we shall take her to a hospital where she was going to be operated on, and the hospital was going to help her. And we trusted she would be okay. So fine. We agreed, we gave her some money for food, and we agreed. I called the hospital and made all the preparations. We knew how much it would cost. We got the funds from the church, and we were taking her there. So we agreed with her which day she was to come. That day we waited from morning to evening. She never showed up. And I wondered. 2 weeks later, I was walking through town, and I found this lady, and she was begging some money from people. And so she could not remember me. So she showed me the wound and said she slept hungry last night, and she wanted me to give her some money. Also to go to hospital because she was so sick. Then it dawned on me that this lady has a big problem, but she does not want that problem to go away. She was using that wound to solicit money from sympathizers, from people. So when we suggested to her that we take her to hospital so that the problem can be solved once and for all, she disappeared. She didn't come back. Now that might maybe shock you or amuse you, but that is a fact of life. There are people who have problems, but they don't want their problems to be solved. No, they're happy to live with them for reasons best known to themselves. For reasons best known to themselves. So what I'm saying is that do not befriend somebody, or do not look at somebody who has a problem or they are in duress, they are stressed, they are having problems that are earth moving, heavy ones. And then you think that if you befriend them, you will solve their problems and you will give them a better life because you have made them to become your friend. That is a great risk. And in this show, I want to educate or share information which will reveal that actually when some people are going through problems, they are actually not thinking about love. No. They are just thinking about their problem, and if they are interested in the problem being solved permanently, maybe that's good. But there are those who they don't want their problems to be solved permanently. They want the problems to be lingering on because they use the problem to their advantage somehow. So if you fall on somebody like that and you think that they are going to become your friend because you are helping them, it's a big lie. And I remember one counselor asking a young person, and he said, this girl you are interested in marrying, are you just sympathizing with her, or you are genuinely in love with them? And the young man could not answer. But it so happened that actually he was just sympathizing with this young lady. But he didn't love her. But she was going through issues. So don't get into a relationship because you are sympathizing with somebody. No. You can help them, but don't become their friend in terms of relationships, because of several reasons, which now I want to share with you after we've taken a short break. Because a person like that, for sure, as I'm going to explain, is not looking for love. No, they are looking for a solution, or a short solution for their problem, not even a permanent one. But love is not part of it. So let's take a break, and when we come back, we continue. Hello, friends. My name is Chris Basalirwa, and I would like to introduce you to the organization which I work for so that you can become a partner with us. Ministries is an organization that was created to reach remote, marginalized communities in the Great Lakes region of Eastern Africa. So we go there and we train the communities in practical issues of life, which end up to be life transforming. We empower them with knowledge, whether it is knowledge in technology, knowledge in social work, knowledge in how to manage their health, knowledge in so many areas. And everywhere we have done work in Eastern Africa, that is DR Congo, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Burundi, Rwanda, and we want to move on. We have seen real changes in the lives of people. Check us on our website and see how you can become a partner. Welcome back to Fountain of Hope Show, as we discuss reasons, some suggestions we are making to you why you should not get into a love relationship with someone because they are having problems or they are having issues. So you sympathize with them, and you hope, when you solve their problems, then, they will become your lover. Because experts in psychology tell us that many people, especially ladies, when they are engulfed, they are into very deep problems. The issue of love does not come into their mind. They are emotionally drained. They are psychologically drained. They are not thinking about a lover, no. They are thinking about how to solve their problem. If it's financial problems, They are looking for a sponsor. They are not looking for a lover. They want a sponsor. So if you become involved with them, thinking that you will offer them love and they will become your lover, oh, you are taking a risk, because this person is not looking for a lover. No, they are looking for a sponsor. They want somebody who gives them either money or things so that they can solve their problems. If the person wants a permanent solution, okay, maybe that one you might think, okay, you might consider, but in most cases, people who are in such deep problems, they don't want a permanent solution. They just want a seasonal solution. You get them some money, they sort out something, but the thing is not completely sorted out, so that next week or next month they will still show up that they have this need going. So in other words, they're just using this need to live. They don't want it solved. They don't want it solved. So let us be careful when we see that people have real problems. We should not fool ourselves that by befriending them or by changing them to be our lovers, that things will be okay for them and for us. No, it doesn't work like that. I think you cannot give what you don't have. If somebody at that time when their life is going through turmoil, a crisis, they don't have any love to give, yeah. So if you befriend them and you think they will give you love, no, I'm sorry. They don't have it. You can't give what you don't have. For them, they need somebody to either give them finances or give them accommodation or give them clothing, whatever it is. That is their interest. The love does not come in the picture. No. So for you who is looking from outside, you might fool yourself and think, hey, this person, I think if I befriend them, if I give them love, if I make them my lover, they will lead a better life. They will have helped them. I'm sorry. You might be fooling yourself. That is not the right time for somebody to make a decision for such. When it comes to matters of love and relationship, the decision should be made when somebody is sober, when somebody is thinking right, and they have the capacity to make a decision. Not when they are in such turmoil. They don't have the capacity. They will accept anything because they're in trouble. But what happens when they sober up? What happens when they start questioning the decision they made? What will you do? You'll be left hanging in the air and you will not see them. So our suggestion goes back to the scripture we read in Proverbs chapter 19 verse 20. Listen to advice and accept instruction, and in the end you will be wise. So be wise, be wise. As we give you our advice, as we give you practical examples in life, don't just ignore them, because these things happen and they are not obvious. And before you experience these things, you might not know that a relationship like that one does not necessarily work. So this is Fountain of Hope, and again we are going to take a short break, and when we come back I'll share with you a little, and then we'll pray together, and then I will also show you I'll share with you our contacts, how you can get involved with us in supporting our ministry, and you can always write to us, and we look forward to you becoming our partner even in this ministry.
Ministries believe that these marginalized, remote, rural communities must be encouraged to be free from servitude, despondence, and forces which keep them in ignorance and human misery. By enlightening them through informal education and the provision of life skills, we serve these communities without any cultural, social, gender, economic or religious bias. Rai Ministries has well-trained staff and volunteers who carry out the life-changing objectives of the society through our program. We codenamed On-Location Training Program. We carry out relevant, appropriate, and down-to-earth life-changing on-location trainings, seminars, and workshops. This dramatic, humorous, transformational empowerment trainings and relief has led to economic, social, and spiritual development in areas where we have provided our services of love and care. Let us now share with you selected specific areas where we have conducted our transformational seminars and workshops. 1. Amboseli seminars in the Republic of Kenya. We covered areas of child nutrition, personal hygiene, and the importance of growing a kitchen garden. The second one, Garissa Tana River District in Kenya. Our seminars covered conflict resolution, peaceful coexistence, and community policing. On the third one, our seminars in Kajiado in Maasai community, we covered the dangers of female genital mutilation and the importance of girl education. We also tackled the habit of not allowing bright boys from attending school but instead making them morans, that is, keepers, defenders, or protectors of the community. On the fourth one, Henry Nyaga, a RIME team member facilitating a seminar on nutrition and water safety in Kinangop, Kenya. On the fifth one, in RIME Ministries, we have an evangelistic team which conducts gospel crusades in different parts of the Great Lakes region. In the following photographs, you can see some of the different crusades we conducted in Kenya's Rift Valley, Kwale at the coast in conjunction with Jesus Army Ministries. On the sixth one, we also conducted successful gospel crusades in Butembo City in DRC Congo. On the seventh one, in Rai Ministries, we have been running a preschool and primary school for the last 14 years in Matasia. We were able to offer education to a number of vulnerable children whom we integrated with paying children. Unfortunately, after the COVID-19 closure of schools, we were denied access to our rented premises, so we were forced to close the school. If we shall get partners who can help us buy school land, we shall restart this important school project. On the 8th, in our mission, we have passion for the youth. We have a vibrant school ministry where we offer counseling, teaching positive living, and girl and boy relationships. We have done this in different parts of especially Kenya. On the 9th, our strength is in conducting empowerment seminars and workshops among the marginalized rural community. The following seminars took place in Kenya, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Uganda. In these seminars and workshops, we covered how to start and run small businesses in the rural tips on farming without causing soil erosion, the art of saving for investment, community policing, and basic hygiene and nutrition.
Welcome back on Fountain of Hope Show as we discuss the fact that you don't have to befriend somebody because they are undergoing too many problems and too many challenges, with the hope that if you give them your love, then their problem will be solved. Because as I said, they might not be having any love to give at that point. Because if somebody is engrossed in problems of life, they close up. They become frigid, they are hurt, they are miserable, they are stressed, and they could even be depressed. So if you find somebody like that, the best that person needs is treatment. It's not love they are looking for, because actually, even if you actually love them in terms of making them to become your friend in a relationship, they don't have any love to give you back. They are patients. So don't make a mistake many people have made to think that a person like that can be in a relationship. No. This person needs a sponsor, not a lover. This person needs a solution, maybe for their problems. And without strings attached, they just want somebody to bail them out. Yeah, but the idea of love in their hearts, no, because that love is not there. All their minds, their mindset, and everything they thinking about is trying to solve a problem, whether short-term or completely. Now, if they are the kind who want their problem to be solved completely, but many of them, they just want short-term solutions and the problem stays. They learn to live with problems so that they can talk about it, so that they can go everywhere and talk about their problems. And they now create that habit. So don't think that a person like that can become your friend. And wisdom will tell us you can help people, but don't expect much from them. And don't think that because you're helping, then you have created a bridge to create a relationship. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And especially if you are looking for a relationship that lasts, a relationship that will continue being there. No, don't make that mistake. And Scripture has told us, and I want to read the scripture again for you, on which we are basing our advice to you. Is in Proverbs 19 verse 20. Listen to advice and accept instruction, and in the end you will become wise. So I pray that you take time to read the Bible yourself, and God will help you so that you know that what we are sharing here, these are practical things that can help you in the end. And thank you for joining us on Fountain of Hope show. It has really been a pleasure having you on this show. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. And introduce the channel to your friends. Feel free to share the information with your friends, and like, and also make some comments on the video, and God will bless you. And also we are looking for partners. We are looking for partners to help us in our ministry so that we can do the work of God, where we go in the rural areas to train people. We need support. And on the description box there, you have all our contacts there. You have our bank accounts, and it doesn't matter where you live, you can still support us through Swift transfer or online banking. You can reach us, our accounts are there. And East Africans, you can support us through M-Pesa. We have our pay bill right there displayed, and God will bless you. And any gift we get, we will acknowledge. And so thank you for being there for us. God bless you and give you wisdom to make the right decisions, even concerning relationships. This on behalf of Meli and Kyoko, they are here today in the studio. We just wish you a great time. And this is Pastor Chris Basalirwa wishing you the best. Bye now.